This is our second annual walk. For those of you who don't know, in 2014, my mom passed away from pancreatic cancer. I started this foundation to honor her memory, to keep her spirit alive, but also I wanted to make sure that her death was not in vain. Because if it wasn't for her, there would be no me. And if it wasn't for her having died from this horrible disease, I wouldn't be standing here telling y'all about pancreatic cancer and hoping that we could work together and spread awareness. Um, I want people to know the symptoms, the risk factors, and just how to reduce their risk factors. The reason for this route, we're going to walk through the Walkertown area. The reason for this route is because this is the area my mom was born and raised in. She went to Lincoln Elementary, which is the school right on the other side of this building, when it was a high school. She graduated in 1965. My grandmother's house is at the end of 6th Street, which is at the end of this street. We're going to pass by that house, which is where she grew up. My great grandmother's house is on 3rd Avenue, 3 streets over, which is where we spent a lot of time. And the Morning Star Missionary Baptist Church is on the cross street. We're going to pass by that too, where she was baptized, where she went to church, and her great grandfather was the pastor. So Walkertown is very personal to me and this walk and to my mom. So that's why I picked this area to walk. Now we did extend the route a little bit just so that we could branch out and reach more people because the Walkertown area is very, very small. So last year we walked through Walkertown, but this year we're going to walk around Ames and come back through Silver Lily. The walk is about a mile and a half, a little bit longer. So the purpose of this walk is to inform and educate as many people as possible about the symptoms of pancreatic cancer. Because we are uninformed, most people are misdiagnosed. They have symptoms that are easily just brushed away as something else. Um, for months, my mom was diagnosed as having acid reflux. She was diagnosed as having diabetes when actually those were just the symptoms. The culprit was a tumor that was forming on her pancreas, and for months we didn't know, so she received no treatment. So we're hoping that if people know what the symptoms are, they'll be able to ask the doctors to research a little bit more, to dig a little bit deeper, because had they done that, we don't know. Maybe she could have still been here. Pancreatic cancer is a very fast-moving cancer, but I went to a health fair at Tiffany's church, and I met one pancreatic cancer survivor. She actually went to the doctor for something else, and so they found a tumor on her pancreas and was able to remove a part of her pancreas, her spleen, but she's a survivor. She said this happened to her in 2005, but she's still alive and doing well today. So we know that caught early, pancreatic cancer is not a death sentence, and that's what I want people to know. So my goal is to have a walk and a fundraiser every year to help keep my mom's memory alive and also to keep in the forefront of people's mind the symptoms and the risk factors of pancreatic cancer and not just accept the first diagnosis that comes along. My vision for this organization is not only to spread awareness but also to help families who are experiencing the same things that we experience. With pancreatic cancer, because the doctors already decide that it's a death sentence, when you're in the hospital, it's no comfort measures. You go to hospice and there's everything you need, but I think that a person shouldn't have to be dying to be comforted. So my goal is to raise money, to give grants to families, to help them to have a comfortable life, whatever that lifespan is, from the time of their diagnosis and hopefully to the time of their cure, but if not, just to comfort them in their time of need. So eventually I'm going to raise enough money. We're going to help people. We're going to help the people who spend long periods of time in the hospital fighting this disease. We're going to go out. My cousin, raise your hand, Talise, and Tiffany. Tiffany, raise your hand. Tiffany, we are partners in this foundation. They help me, and so we are coming up with ways to find families to help. That's our goal. And we just thanking everybody who comes out to help us, and we only ask for your support twice a year. We're going to have this walk every year, and we're going to have a fundraiser every year. And every dollar that we collect is going to go toward helping a pancreatic cancer patient. That's why we support other foundations, but we want to cut out the middleman. We want to cut out the administrative costs. We work, the three of us work without pay. We work, we spend our time because this is important to us. And so I want you to give me your name, your contact information, And if there's anything you feel like you want to do to help us, please do. In January, we're going to do a save the date card. We're going to have a calendar of events so that people know what's coming up for next year. This is our second year. I started October of last year. We had a walk in November, so this is not even a full 2 years. So we're growing. And I'm thankful for everybody who has supported me thus far. And we're hoping to grow the foundation. Give me your name, your number. Let me know if you can help. For today, we're going to walk. I have some pamphlets I want to pass out to the people who we pass along the way, just to let them know what the signs and symptoms are. And so that we can bring more people to the foundation, to the organization, so that they'll know to spread the word. Um, Most people ask me, what can you do? We recommend a Mediterranean diet, which is basically grains, nuts, healthy foods, to reduce your risk factors. We want people to know the signs and symptoms. That's the second thing you can do. So that's why we have this. And the third thing you could do is donate. Donate, sponsor, so that we're able to help somebody else. Thank you all. I appreciate your support and your time. I know it's cold. It's early on a Saturday morning, so I really, really appreciate you. Sorry for the delay. We had a few kinks, but we should be getting started right now. Thank you.